Welcome to Reading and Musings. So it's been a while since I have posted, and I have bought a lot of books. So I have bought a lot of books from the thrift store, and my library had a sale. So I just want to show you what I got. So first of all, I'm going to show you what I got at my local library. This big stack. So first of all, I got The Red Tent. This is by Anita Diamant. I've heard a lot of things about it. I don't really know anything about it. So I also got it from on Libby. So I'll probably be reading and listening to it at the same time, which is one of my favorite ways to go through books, so I get through them so much quicker. That way I can listen as I go to work. I can listen and read, or I can just read. I can do whatever. So it's my favorite way to do it, to have both. So yay, now I have this one. Okay, so now I also have Dune. This is just a paperback edition of it, and if I really like it, maybe I'll get that beautiful hardback edition that is currently out. That's like $40. I know my dad has read this and he loved it, so maybe I will too. I've read some Stephen King and I've really liked it. This is one that he wrote with his son Owen, Sleeping Beauties. My son likes my youngest son likes some of his movies. I'm trying to get him to read some Stephen King books, but he is a little intimidated by the size. So if I have them, maybe eventually he will read them. So I just got this one also on Libby, so I'll be reading and listening to this one. My younger son is also very into the YA mysteries. And so I found this one at the library sale. And so this is the second of the series, One of Us is Lying. So I bought the first one and he's currently reading that one. And so now he has the second one in line. So I have him a huge stack of YA mysteries. I buy them for him because I know that he will read them. He will not go to the library, so I have to buy them for him. And so when I can find them at the thrift store or the library sale, that's the best thing. Plus I like to read them too, so it's not a big deal. Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. I've heard a little bit about this. I don't really know anything about it, but I just saw this one and I thought I would probably read this at some point. Incantation by Alice Hoffman. I've read some of her books. The what are they called? The magic books. I can't remember. What is it? The magic lessons, those. I just realized also this is a signed copy. I got this one at actually the school library that I work at, and I didn't realize that it was an actual signed copy. So trying to see if it says Practical Magic, that's the name of it. So yes, excited to read that because I liked the other books that I've read by her. All right, so I went to the thrift store this morning. I thought I had another stack of thrift books, but I guess I don't. So I went to the thrift store this morning and I was very successful. Yes, very good day. All right, I found this one, Bring Me Back. This is by B.A. Paris, and this is the author who wrote Behind Closed Doors and The Breakdown, which I've read both and I really liked both, especially The Breakdown. I thought it was great. And this is one that I know that I'm going to love. And I could probably get my 14-year-old to read. There wasn't anything bad in the other two that I could imagine that he wouldn't want to read. So maybe I'll read it first and see if he likes it. That's the wrong spot for that one. Here's another Stephen King. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. 11/22/63. Again, I'm going to build me up a library of Stephen King's. Eventually, he will probably read them. Another Stephen King, Rose Madder. Again, I don't know anything about it. I've heard good things about it. So hopefully he will read it. This one was a Book of the Month Club book. It was still in the wrapper. It was a May 2018 book, still in the wrapper. It even has the bookmark. So it was still in the wrapper, so I couldn't even read the description of it. So when I got home, I unwrapped it. It was like in a plastic wrap, so you could see the book cover, but you couldn't read like any the description. But it's basically about a group of new moms whose babies were born in the same month, and they go out on a night of the town. And one of the moms, whose baby's with a babysitter, the baby gets kidnapped. So, anyways, one of those kind of mysteries, and I love mysteries, so I lucked out on that. And then the other one, and I have a huge collection. I didn't even check to see if I already have it, but I have a huge collection of Pride and Prejudice Jane Austen books. So this will go in my collection. If I already have it, then I will put it in like a little free library or donate it somewhere. So I didn't feel bad about buying that one. All right, so on to books that I have bought, like from Amazon or the bookstore. I have, let's see, these. Oh, it's another big collection. I just got this one today. I've already read it, but I just wanted a physical copy, and I'm pretty sure I ordered this one and I ordered the second one. So I'll be reading the second one soon. A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn. Oh my God, I loved it so much, so much, so much, so much. That's why honestly, I try not to like buy, so I'm saying this and you're gonna laugh. I try not to buy books unless I really love them. And then I look over at that stack of books. And the books behind me. It's a little embarrassing. But I really love this book, and I know I'm gonna love the entire series, so I'm gonna have to have the whole series. Just gonna put that aside. All right, The Passport Project. I immediately bought this as soon as one of my former students posted about this. Her mother wrote this. So apparently while she was in the 8th grade, my dog, while she was in the 8th grade, her parents took her and her younger sister on a around the world trip. I mean, they just ditched middle school to travel the world. I love that idea. I wish I could have done that. And so her mother wrote a book about it, and so I bought it. I can't wait to read this. So yeah, this is great. This is called The Passport Project, a true story. Two sisters ditch middle school for a life-changing journey around the world by Kelly McIntyre. So I highly recommend this. Even though I haven't read it, I know it's going to be great. I've been waiting for this one. I know that it was already out in paperback, the self-published version of it, but this is the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I've heard mixed reviews of it. I'm there for the mood of it. I know that that's, you know, sort of the thing, you know, if you're looking for plot, it might not be there, but if you're there for the mood, it's there. So it's got the dark academia vibe. I'm totally there for it. So, yeah, looking forward to reading that one. Finley Donovan Knocks 'Em Dead by Elle Cosimano. I read the first one, which was Finley Donovan is Killing It, and I loved it. I breezed right through it. It's just such a good, I mean, would you call it a cozy mystery? I would. It was great. I've heard good things about this one already. I'm ready to read it. All right. These next two books, I would not say these are books that you look forward to reading or that are easy reading, but I would say that these are must reads. I love graphic novels, and with all the controversy about these books, I felt that I needed to buy them, and I felt that I needed to read them. So I've already read Mouse 1, and where it ends, you know, you have to read Mouse 2. And so I just got Mouse 2 in the mail, and so it's definitely on my TBR. So it's a father telling his son about his experiences in the concentration camps during World War II. And I mean, you have to read it, and I just can't believe the controversy about it. You know, they said it's about language and nudity. The nudity, please, no. And the language, I mean, no. I mean, you have to read it. Of course, I hadn't even gotten into the second book, and that's where it gets real. This next series, let me tell you, Heartstopper, volumes 1 through 4. I breezed through these, and they are lovely. They are just, you get introduced to Nick and Charlie in volume 1. You fall in love with them in volume 2, volume 3. Volume 4. Prepare yourself for volume 4. These books are amazing, and they have your heart, and they grip your heart, and they just, I mean, this is like a love letter to your heart. And yes, it's LGBTQ, and I just think they are lovely. Please read these. And I just, you know, I'm finding I really do love graphic novels. They're just, it's so beautiful. You know, just the artwork, the sentimentality that gets expressed. And I am so ready for the Netflix series that's coming out. One of my students sent me the link to it, and I mean, I was like tearing up and chill bumps, and I'm so ready for it. So ready for it. Okay, so let's see. I read this past week, and this was from Owlcrate, I think. I don't have a subscription to Owlcrate, but I think I just bought some books from them, and I just love these sprayed edges. But it's Jade Fire Gold by June C.L. Tan. I'm kind of scared of fantasy, but what I have learned is that I have to listen to it and read it at the same time. Okay, so that's what I did with The Priory of the Orange Tree. I know that's a big book. That's like over 800 pages, and I got through that book, right? And I actually retained the story. I understood what was going on, and I'm so proud of myself. And I realized that I have to listen to it and read it at the same time. And so that's what I did with this one. And I love the story. And this week I also listened to and read Spin the Dawn, and I love that one as well. And so I've already like ordered the second book. And I don't think a second book for this one is coming out for a while. So I'm going to have to wait. But I know now with fantasy, that's what I got to do, is I have to listen to and read at the same time. I think it's just like when you are dealing with fantasy, and you're dealing with characters and names and things that are just, you know, different. You just have to do that. So note to self, do that. What else have I read? I know I have up there Once Upon a Broken Heart. Let me grab that. Okay, so I may have mentioned this before. I'm a nerd. I ordered the British version because it's so much prettier than the American version. I mean, look at that cover. It's pretty. So this is by Stephanie Garber. It's just beautiful. It's really beautiful. All right. Then I subscribed to Illumicrate, and I got the book-only subscription because there's a lot of reasons. One, there was like a waiting list for Illumicrate, and I didn't really want the box with all the stuff, but there was a huge waiting list for that. But it opened up where you could get the book only, and that's all I wanted anyway. And so this is my first book, River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. And you know, I don't really know. I know it's, you know, it's definitely fantasy. So I'm gonna have to find an audiobook for it, obviously. But look at this. It has sprayed edges on the top and the bottom, and then it has these stenciled edges on the end of it. And then, oh my God, just check this out. Look at the artwork on it. I mean, I am so there for that. Look at that. Can you see it? That is so beautiful. I think it's the same on the other side. Yeah, it's the same. But it's so beautiful. But yeah, so I know I'll get to this. So I know that yeah, I'm not even going to try to read that for you. All right, so what I'm currently reading. So this one my son told me about. My son loves weird books. I found this, I think, in a little free library. And it's called Don't You Forget About Me by Kate Kairos Quinn. Kairos Quinn? Yeah. And it's weird. It definitely is. It's about this town where if you move to it, all the young people, like between the ages of, I think, 10 and 20, every 4th year, somebody dies, like within that age range. And it's the price you pay to move to this town. And so now this teacher has started just drugging people, hoping that it won't happen again. Because, I mean, not only are you subject to dying, you're also, like, within that age range, you're also subject to, like, kill people. I know I'm not even describing this well. It's super, super weird. Yeah, it, like it says, don't you forget about me. Paradise comes at a cost. And I also like that I'm an 80s kid. Every chapter starts with like a song title. Like, obviously the title is Don't You Forget About Me, but then other chapter titles are like Total Eclipse of the Heart. Let's see. I'm trying to do this quickly. No, it's not going to be quick, is it? No. Every rose has its thorn. I guess. So it's just a big old, I'm sure there's going to be, Karma Chameleon. I love that. So there's a lot of 80s references in the titles, and I wonder if there's going to be some kind of throwback to the 80s at some point in the book. All right. Then the other one is Sally Rooney's Beautiful World, Where Are You? And I loved Normal People by Sally Rooney. I read the book last year, and then I watched the series like last month, and I thought it was really good. So that is all my books. I think I probably bought more. That's terrible. I said I wasn't going to buy any more books, and I keep going to the thrift store and going to little free libraries, and I keep buying books. Yeah, it is what it is. It is. And so yeah, tell me what you've been buying. Let me know. Have you read any of these books? Let me know if they're any good or not. So there were a couple of books that I forgot to tell you about. So this one I got at the thrift store. This is Dracula by Bram Stoker. This was a really nice hardback cover copy of it, and I didn't have a copy of it, and I have a nice classics section of my bookshelves. So, and I do want to read it one day, and maybe my younger son will want to read it, or maybe my older one, who knows. So I got this one. And then I do subscribe to Book of the Month Club, and I didn't get anything last month because I didn't like their selections, so I got 2 this month. And I got The Paris Apartment, and I did read it, and I did not like it, so I donated it to the little free library in my neighborhood. And I tend not to like, what is her name? Is it Lisa Foley? I don't like her books. That's the second one. I didn't like the guest list. I think she wrote that one. I didn't like it either. So yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna read anymore. So yeah. And then I got the Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. As soon as I saw Simone St. James, I'm like, click, I want that book. Because I was at the Sundown Motel. I loved it. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this one. That was a no-brainer. And yeah, anyway, so I just saw those sitting over there. I'm like, oh, I forgot to include them. So anyway, so I hope that you're having a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and click like, and have a great day. All right.